Now that it's nailed together, you can turn it up on its edge and nail through the bottom plate into the studs. So to hold this in position, keep your fingers back, one finger making sure that the studs are flush with the top of your bottom plate. Make sure it's flush on the end here. And when it's good, shoot one nail into the bottom, one nail into the other side, moving your hand out of the way. Shoot a nail into the top, another nail into the top, 2 nails in each stud on a 2x4 wall. 2x6 wall will be 3 nails into each stud. Now, for the studs, make sure you eye down them to check their crown. It's best to keep the crown facing up, because if you have the crown of the stud facing down, as you lay it on a nice flat floor, it'll hold the stud up and off of balance. So if you have the crown facing up, each end of the stud will be nice and flush on the bottom of the floor. So we just put our eye down it like this. The crown right now is facing up, so I can nail. Again, use your finger to help flush the top of the stud with the top of the plate. The reason for this is because if the stud is sitting up or down too low when you stand your wall, the studs will not be nice and in line, making it difficult for the drywaller when he screws his drywall flush into the bottom plate, and then when he screws it into the stud, if it's sitting too far in from the plate, it can break the drywall and curve it, as well as if it's sitting too far forward, then he screws into the bottom plate, and again, breaking the drywall. So always just try and keep the studs flush. So nail the bottom first, move your hand out of the way, pop a nail in the top. Again, the spacing for these, you don't want them too close together. You want them nice and spaced out. If they're too close together, the stud will be too loose and you'll be able to just twist the stud, no problem. One nail, 3/4 of an inch down from the top, and the bottom nail, 3/4 of an inch. 3/4 of an inch up from the bottom. Now finish crowning your stud. Again, make sure it's flush on each end. Nail in the bottom. Move your hand on the top. Then next, you'll want to nail your top plate to the top in the exact same fashion as we just did the bottom.